Hi, I'm Margaret Miller, and in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about creating well-structured and accessible knowledge base articles, or KB articles for short. All KB articles have both content and structure. The content is the text, screenshots, videos, other media that you use to communicate about your topic. And the structure is the paragraphs, headings, lists, tables that you use to organize your content. Since our KB articles are displayed on the web, the structure of the KB article is built in HTML, the language of the web. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about HTML, but it is helpful to have a basic understanding of HTML and how to use it effectively to create your KB articles. If you would like to learn more, there are resources provided in the course resource list. So let's take a look at some basic HTML. In HTML, there are two kinds of tags. There are paired tags and solo tags. Here's some example paired tags. With the paired tags, you have an opening tag and a closing tag, and the content goes inside of it. With solo tags, you use them one time and just insert them wherever you need them in your content. For example, the image tag you use anytime you want to insert an image into your content. And with the image tag, and with other tags as well, you'll often see attributes added. For example, in this image tag, there's a source attribute, which identifies which image you're inserting into the content, and there's an alt attribute, which provides the alternative text for the image. Here's a sample KB article. And we see in this KB article that we have headings, we have some paragraphs, we have an ordered list and an unordered list. Here's the same KB article with the HTML tags displaying. Let's talk a little bit about headings. Headings are the most basic way to build good structure into your KB article. Use headings to identify topics and subtopics in your articles. Think about and use headings the way they are used in a book. The H1 heading, or the heading level 1, is reserved for the title, and it's used only one time on a page. Heading 2, or the H2 tag, are used to label the major sections. And heading 3, or the H3 tag, is used to label the subsections. Heading 2s and 3s can be used numerous times on a page. And there are also headings 4, 5, and 6 if you have more complex, highly structured content. Lists are another way to build structure into your KB articles, both bulleted and numbered lists. Here's our sample KB article again, and we see that we have a series of steps here that use a numbered list. You'll want to be sure that you use numbered lists anytime you're structuring a series of steps that the user must perform in a specific order. Then there are tables. If you need to use tables in your KB article, keep in mind these guidelines. Use tables for tabular data. Think about spreadsheets. The rows and the columns have a relationship to each other. And try not to use more than 3 columns. Especially in public content, because if you have tables with more than 3 columns and someone is trying to navigate that table on a mobile device, it gets very challenging. And then you must be sure to indicate your table heading cells using the TH, or the table heading tag. Now, formatting tables can be tricky, so I created a knowledge base article that specifically helps you through the process. So be sure to reference it if you're adding tables to your knowledge base article. And then finally, I just want to mention a couple things about text formatting. Use bold to indicate interface elements. For example, I have a step here that tells the user to go to the Tools menu and select Adjust Size. And so I've called out with bold the items that they're going to see on their computer screen. And then try to avoid adding extra line breaks. And don't format the text size, font, or color. Now, the reason for these last two are specifically relevant for public content, because when that content gets pulled into the it.umn.edu website, a style sheet will be applied to the content. And if you've added extra line breaks or you've formatted text with color or font or whatever, the display of the page can be messed up. Now, let's remind ourselves why the structure and format of our KV articles matter. And it goes back to our knowledge ecosystem. The public content in ServiceNow is intended to be delivered through multiple channels. Through the it.umn.edu website, it may be viewed by users who are using mobile devices or adaptive technology such as screen readers, and they may want to print the content. For all these reasons, the structure of the content matters. And even for internal knowledge, a well-structured article is more easily scanned and usable.